Qatar's aggressive stance towards Assad has led to a string of resignations at the country's AlJazeera TV news channel. Those who left describe bias at the station, which they say has become a tool to target the Syrian regime. RT's Paul Sleer is in Tel Aviv for us. So, Paul, tell us more about the accusations against the channel.
Well, we're receiving information now about the reported resignations of key employees in AlJazeera's Beirut office, and they are claiming that the channel has a very provocative stance and has been involved in agenda-setting, biased reporting. These resignations include the managing director, the correspondent and the producer, and specific reports that we are hearing, particularly from the correspondent, is that AlJazeera refused to publish pictures of armed fighters clashing with the Syrian army, and in addition also ignored a referendum on a new constitution in Syria. By comparison, the channel's coverage of events in Bahrain was minimal. It has practically ignored what has been happening there. In Libya, we are now receiving some kind of leaked information that the channel was involved in fake coverage and setups. And as you can well imagine, this is sending alarm bells to the international journalism agenda, because AlJazeera was set up as a channel that was a mouthpiece of freedom and change. It was supposed to be a channel that was a revolutionary voice. But increasingly, we have heard critics say that it has become a one-sided voice for Qatari's government's stance, particularly against the Syrian President Bashar Assad. And our viewers, many of them will remember that almost miraculously, that was the word that was used by critics, last year Aljazeera was granted a license to broadcast in the United States, and this is after it was initially refused such licensing rights. And this has led many critics to say that this granting was because of the channel's change in terms of an agenda setting, that it is very much pushing the agenda of the Qatari and Western governments that are calling for military intervention in Syria.
All right, Paul, thanks very much indeed for bringing us this update. Paul Sleer reporting there.